NFPA 70, the National Electrical Code, addresses fire alarm systems and includes questions about the different types of fire alarm systems. These types include conventional, addressable, and wireless systems, each with its own advantages and applications. A conventional system typically divides a building into zones. When a detector is activated, the control panel indicates the zone where the alarm originated, but not the specific device. Addressable systems, on the other hand, allow each device to have a unique address, providing precise location information to the control panel. Wireless systems use radio frequency technology to communicate between devices and the control panel, which can be useful in situations where wiring is difficult or costly. Knowing the differences in these systems is crucial for understanding their design, installation, and maintenance requirements. The components of a fire alarm system are another important area of study. These include initiating devices such as smoke detectors, heat detectors, pull stations, and flame detectors. Notification appliances such as horns, strobes, and speakers alert occupants of a fire. The fire alarm control panel monitors the system, receives signals from initiating devices, and activates notification appliances. Power supplies ensure the system operates even during a power outage, and wiring and cabling connect all the components together. Each component plays a vital role in the overall functionality of the fire alarm system. Fire alarm systems are designed and installed according to specific codes and standards, primarily NFPA 72, the National Fire Alarm and Signaling Code. This code provides detailed requirements for system design, installation, testing, and maintenance. The design process involves determining the appropriate type and number of initiating devices and notification appliances based on the building's occupancy, size, and layout. Installation must be performed by qualified personnel and in accordance with the manufacturer's instructions and applicable codes. Proper design and installation are essential for ensuring the system's reliability and effectiveness. Testing and maintenance are critical for ensuring that fire alarm systems operate properly over time. NFPA 72 requires regular inspections, testing, and maintenance of all system components. This includes testing initiating devices to verify their functionality, inspecting wiring and connections for damage, and testing notification appliances to ensure they produce the correct sound and intensity. Maintenance involves cleaning devices, replacing batteries, and repairing any damaged components. Proper testing and maintenance can help identify and correct potential problems before they lead to system failures. Inspection, testing, and maintenance requirements also apply to ionization and photoelectric smoke detectors. Ionization smoke detectors use a small amount of radioactive material to detect smoke, while photoelectric smoke detectors use a light beam. Both types of detectors require regular testing to ensure they are functioning properly. This typically involves using a smoke detector tester to introduce simulated smoke into the detector and verifying that it alarms. Maintenance includes cleaning the detector to remove dust and debris that can interfere with its operation. Understanding the differences between these two types of detectors and their specific maintenance needs is essential for ensuring their effectiveness. Now let's shift our focus to OSHA, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration. OSHA has requirements for general workplace safety, which are outlined in 29 Code of Federal Regulations 1910, General Industry Standards. These requirements cover a wide range of topics, including hazard communication, personal protective equipment, and emergency action plans. Employers are required to provide a safe and healthful workplace for their employees and to comply with all applicable OSHA standards. This includes identifying and addressing potential hazards, providing training to employees, and implementing safety programs. OSHA also has specific requirements for protecting workers from falls, particularly in the construction industry. Fall protection is addressed in 29 Code of Federal Regulations 1926, Subpart M. These requirements include the use of guardrails, safety nets, and personal fall arrest systems when working at heights of 6 feet or more. Employers are required to assess fall hazards, provide appropriate fall protection equipment, and train employees on how to use it safely. Falls are a leading cause of workplace injuries and fatalities, so it's crucial to understand and comply with OSHA's fall protection standards. Electrical safety is another critical area covered by OSHA regulations. OSHA's electrical safety standards are found in 29 Code of Federal Regulations 1910 Subpart S and 29 Code of Federal Regulations 1926 Subpart K. These standards address a wide range of electrical hazards, including shock, electrocution, and arc flash. Employers are required to ensure that electrical equipment is properly maintained and grounded, and that employees are trained to work safely around electricity. This includes using appropriate personal protective equipment, such as rubber gloves and insulated tools, and following lockout/tagout procedures when working on electrical equipment. OSHA also has requirements for respiratory protection to protect workers from inhaling hazardous substances. These requirements are outlined in 29 Code of Federal Regulations 1910.134. Employers are required to assess respiratory hazards, provide appropriate respirators, and train employees on how to use them properly. Respirators must be fit tested to ensure a proper seal, and employees must be medically evaluated to determine if they are physically able to wear a respirator. Respiratory protection is essential in industries where workers are exposed to dust, fumes, gases, and other airborne contaminants. Lockout/tagout procedures are designed to prevent the accidental startup of equipment during maintenance or servicing. OSHA's lockout/tagout standard, 29 Code of Federal Regulations 1910.147, requires employers to develop and implement a lockout/tagout program to protect employees from these hazards. The program must include procedures for isolating energy sources, applying lockout or tagout devices, and verifying that the equipment is energized. Employees must be trained on the lockout/tagout procedures and authorized to perform lockout/tagout. Compliance with the lockout/tagout standard is essential for preventing serious injuries and fatalities. Since this specific location is Florida, let's talk about location-specific requirements. These requirements are typically found in local building codes, fire marshal regulations, and insurance company requirements. Building codes specify the fire alarm requirements for buildings in your jurisdiction. These requirements may vary depending on the type of building, its occupancy, and its size. The fire alarm requirements are often based on the International Building Code or the National Fire Protection Association standards, but they may be amended by local authorities. Building codes will specify the type of fire alarm system required, the number and location of initiating devices, and the type of notification appliances. The local fire marshal may impose additional fire alarm requirements beyond those specified in the building code. The fire marshal has the authority to enforce fire safety regulations and may require additional features or systems to enhance fire protection. For example, the fire marshal may require a fire sprinkler system in addition to a fire alarm system, or may require specific types of smoke detectors in certain areas. It is important to consult with the local fire marshal to determine any additional requirements that may apply. Insurance companies may also have specific fire alarm requirements that they mandate for coverage. These requirements are typically based on the insurance company's risk assessment of the building and its occupants. Insurance companies may require specific types of fire alarm systems, regular inspections and testing, or other measures to reduce the risk of fire damage. Failure to comply with these requirements may result in denial of coverage or higher insurance premiums. It's essential to check with your insurance company to determine any specific fire alarm requirements that may apply. To effectively prepare for any exam, consulting relevant resources is crucial. NFPA 70, also known as the National Electrical Code, is a primary resource for electrical safety and fire alarm system requirements. This code provides detailed information on the design, installation, and maintenance of electrical systems, including fire alarm systems. It is updated every 3 years to reflect the latest technological advancements and safety practices. Studying NFPA 70 is essential for understanding the electrical aspects of fire alarm systems. OSHA standards are another essential resource for workplace safety. OSHA provides a wide range of standards and regulations covering various workplace hazards, including electrical safety, fall protection, respiratory protection, and lockout/tagout. These standards are designed to protect workers from injuries and illnesses and to ensure a safe and healthful work environment. Reviewing the relevant OSHA standards is essential for understanding your rights and responsibilities as an employee or employer. Checking with local building department, fire marshal, and insurance company will assist with location-specific fire alarm requirements. They can provide information on local building codes, fire marshal regulations, and insurance company requirements that may apply to your area. This information is essential for ensuring that your fire alarm system complies with all applicable regulations and requirements. The local authorities and insurance companies are the best sources of information on location-specific requirements. Studying these resources will provide a solid foundation for addressing fire alarm and OSHA-related questions.